Welcome back, and today we have, I'm gonna play a little bit of a guessing game with y'all. Without cheating, because I know some of you probably would and will cheat, can you take a guess as to who this is and where he's from? Any guess. I'll give you about 10 seconds here to guess. Dun, 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 dun. And okay, so the 10 seconds are up. If you couldn't guess, or you were just too lazy and just skipped ahead, or just watched the 10 seconds anyway, thanks for the watch time. This is actually Mayhem from the 2016 Ghostbusters. Now, I know my audience is going to probably puke and revolt, and quite frankly, I would too. But you gotta understand, I was 12 when it came out, and this thing, it's a cool ghost demon looking thing. It looked cool, and it was cheap as hell too. So, yeah, this is made by Mattel, 2016. I believe it went for about, what, $15 maybe? 10, 15? So, I got it because, again, like I said, I thought it was a cool looking demon and whatnot. So, now, with that said, yeah, let's get right into it here. So, starting off, let me just close his arms back up here. That's weird because the figure's like plastic is really gamey and just malleable, but like the articulation is stiff. But so yeah, starting off, now this figure is a sort of shit translucent color, which you'll see why I'll get to eventually. But yeah, it's this shit brown translucent color. And even though it doesn't look like it, there is a lot of detail. There's just no paint. So, but yeah, starting off, we've got the horns on his head, decent. Eyes, they're decent for this cheap ass figure. You got the teeth and the skull, a spiked tongue. It's cool. I like it. I gotta admit, I like it. If only people were at least this creative about making cool and scary ghosts and shit. We've got these ribs here, very Geiger-esque, if I'm gonna be honest. That's probably why I like this, because it reminds me a lot of like the Xenomorph or Syl from Species. But yeah, pretty cool. I like it. Got the collarbones, more random, ghost ectoplasm stuff. And yes, you can see there is something inside, which I will get to that. You got all that, whatnot. And you've got this weird abdomen here. It almost looks like there's a separate piece. Well, that's not a separate, well, it is a separate piece, but it's a button. Oh my God, isn't that revolutionary? It glows green. Oh my God. Dude, remember how, like, Real Steel did this, like, 5 years earlier with their figures? You just press their head, and then a green light glows from within them? The revolution, dude. Like, revolutionary action figures, bro. Holy shit. Like, man, just blows out everything else out of the water. It glowed the queen! It glowed the fucking queen, dude! Oh my God! Yeah, who gives a shit? So, but yeah, going back here, we have probably some of the shittiest wings I've ever seen, because all the holes do not look natural. They look like they were cut out in fucking square shapes. Dude, literally a fucking, what the hell? Did a Minecraft person fucking take a bite out of this motherfucker's wing? Who the fuck has a perfectly square hole in their wing, dude? Like, that is just lazy as hell looking. Genuinely, look at that. Look at that. I could have done that. Like, you just take a fucking, something to, like, pierce it here, and then just, what the fuck? Who the fuck makes square holes in wings? That's fucking beyond me. Genuinely fucking beyond me. But yeah, the wings have decent enough texture for a $10 toy, I guess. $10, $15, however fuck much it was. They're also another translucent plastic, except they're reddish, almost like purplish. But yeah, I guess decent looking minus the just two fucking stupid holes, dude. Look at them. Like, see, this one's fine. This one's fine. That one's cutting it. These two are fine. This just lazy. This is also lazy. Looks like somebody with fucking $2 teeth took a bite out of this fucking, what, Mater from Cars? Yeah, fuck no. So, but yeah, then we go on to the arms here. Very cool, nice, lanky. Not much detail on them, but what it is makes it does look kind of cool, I guess. It's also very glossy too, which I noticed. It's kind of odd. No paint or details. It's translucent, but it's incredibly glossy. Definitely bizarre. And then we've got these super fucking cool hands, you know, with straight up what? 7 fingers. Reminds me a lot of the Alien Queen's hands, but still. It's so fucking cool, dude. So cool. Giant, large hands with multiple fingers. I love it. Yep, and then we've got this tail with, what the fuck is that? I don't know. It looks like a goddamn gun stock. Yeah, dude's got a fucking wooden AR-15 gun stock to put on his bump pad gun, dude. His dreaded spooky bump stock AR-15, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, then we got the spines. Then we've got the legs here. Decent musculature, I guess. And cool digitigrade legs. And then, oh look, even giant feet that have what? How many toes? 2, 4, 7 toes, dude. Yeah, Red Herring, you're gonna love this. Look at that shit. Cool and giant. It's a shame you can't really stand them because it's all pre-sculpted. So it's a pain in the ass. Well, now I can stand them, of course. So, yeah. Overall, I guess pretty decent, but, you know, could have been better. It also doesn't help that these are exposed to whole hell, but still. So for articulation, we've got a swivel at the neck, no ball joints, no none of that, so kind of lame there. The wings hinge, so they just pretty much flap forward and back. Yeah, that's fine. Arms are the best articulation we're going to get here because they go out pretty far due to the sculpting, though it does make posing them a little wonky looking because they're sort of like naturally sculpted like at an angle, so it's pretty odd. But yeah, they go up, down, forward, and back, but the joints have gotten loose over time. There's a bend and swivel at the elbow. It's pretty good. You'll at least get a 95-degree out of it, if not a little more. And then a swivel at the wrist, and then the legs are in a fucking V-cut swivel, because again, who doesn't love that? We've got the technology to put articulation in the arms, yet just no articulation to put in the fucking legs. Like, we've got hind legs here. We couldn't even put a fucking single hinge here, no. Fuck you, that's why. We're Mattel. We do whatever the fuck we can to piss you off. We're incompetent as hell, dude. Like, again, everybody's always like, oh, Mattel's gonna have the DC license back. It's gonna be so great. Oh my god. Dude, they ran the fucking DC license into the ground. How do you think McFarlane ended up with it, dude? Like, you know, this is what else they fucking did. Also, this is gonna get a video soon, but like, look at this shit. Is this worthy of the DC license? No, I thought not. Get that ass banned. Again, like, look, I don't want to dick suck McFarlane here because ultimately he's made a lot of dumbass decisions as well. But like, again, a McFarlane figure is going to be far better than a Mattel figure. I have always stood on business by that. I have always meant that. Sure, Mattel every once in a while can make something serviceable, decent, enjoyable, but McFarlane every once in a while can make something that's absolutely superior. I'm talking grade A, high quality stuff. But again, that's always once in a while, and that's if he's not, you know, making fucking NFTs or random variants of Batman nobody gives a flying fuck about. So, yeah, with that said, thank you all for watching. This thing, you're probably not going to want it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to buy it. It's just a shitty, cheap trinket from way back when, you know, to tie in with, you know, everyone's favorite Ghostbusters. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.